Autobiography is a literary form in which a writer presents the story of his or her own life. The word comes from Greek roots auto meaning self, bios meaning life, and graphene meaning writing. The writer is both the author and the central subject, so autobiography is generally written in the first person. It may include childhood family education, career relationships, achievements, failures, struggles, and important historical experiences. However, autobiography is more than a simple record of events. It involves memory, self-reflection, and an attempt to understand one's own identity and development. Important examples include Saint Augustine's Confessions, Jean-Jacques Rousseau's Confessions, Benjamin Franklin's The Autobiography of Benjamin Franklin, and Jawaharlal Nehru's An Autobiography. Autobiography became especially important with the rise of individualism and modern ideas of the self. It allows readers to understand both the private world of the writer and the society in which the writer lived. Biography is a literary form that presents the life story of a person written by someone else. The word comes from Greek roots bios meaning life and graphene meaning writing. Unlike autobiography, the biographer is not the subject but an observer and researcher. A biography may describe a person's childhood education, family career achievements, failures, relationships, personality, and contribution to society. It is usually based on evidence such as letters, diaries, official documents, interviews, newspapers, and historical records. A good biography combines factual research with literary skill and attempts to present both the individual and the historical period in which the person lived. One of the most important works in English biography is James Boswell's The Life of Samuel Johnson, which offers detailed insights into Johnson's personality, conversations, habits, and intellectual life. Other notable biographical traditions developed around writers, political leaders, artists, and historical figures. Memoir is a form of life writing in which an author recalls and reflects upon significant experiences, memories, people, or periods of life. The word memoir comes from the French mémoire, meaning memory or remembrance. Unlike autobiography, which generally attempts to present a broader account of the writer's life, a memoir is selective and concentrates on particular experiences that have personal or emotional importance. It often combines personal memory with reflection, interpretation, and historical or social observation. Memoirs may deal with childhood, family, war, travel, politics, relationships, trauma, identity, or moments of transformation. The writer usually uses the first person and presents events from a subjective perspective. Important examples include Maya Angelou's I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings, George Orwell's Homage to Catalonia, and Vladimir Nabokov's Speak Memory. A memoir may not provide a complete chronological record of a person's life. Instead, it explores how particular experiences shape the writer's understanding. Periodical essays are short prose writings published regularly in newspapers, journals, magazines, or other periodicals. They became especially important in 18th century England with the growth of print culture, literacy, coffeehouse society, and a new middle-class reading public. These essays dealt with everyday subjects such as manners, morality, fashion, education, marriage, literature, conversation, and social behavior. Their purpose was often to inform, entertain, and morally instruct readers. The leading figures of the English periodical essay were Joseph Addison and Richard Steele. Steele founded the Tatler in 1709, while Addison and Steele later collaborated on The Spectator, first published in 1711. The Spectator became one of the most influential periodicals of the 18th century. Addison's essays were admired for their clear, elegant, balanced, and conversational prose. The essays frequently used humor and satire to criticize social weaknesses and encourage polite behavior.